allow me to play devil's advocate for a second.
You want smoke? I'll bring the matches.
When it comes to pop culture and fun, we're the whole deal.
Oh my gosh, what up? What's going on, good people of the internets? I got my guy HK, I got my girl Claudia Jordan. How you guys doing today?
What's up, Tanner? How are you?
I'm good. I see, look, both of you are dressed in nice bright colors. I swear this is like blue, but it's just not showing up well in the light. And I feel like I'm like Darth Vader over here.
Yo, I definitely thought you came through like in a black like turtleneck season, you know what I'm saying? Couple spins of the Jack Harlow album, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, R&B face.
Yeah, hilarious.
It works for you, Tanner. It works for you. We're bringing spring. You're giving fall.
That's right.
We like to keep people confused, and we do want to let you know it is Tuesday. We are live like Johnny 5. We see Big Sis Chris in the chat. We see the Madupatus. We also see Ray Bush. What's going on? I like Bati Boy. He's in the building. He's like, oh my G. He's like, hey, yo, listen, man. Like, we're random gunfire. We gonna pop up somewhere.
You never know. We're gonna keep you on your toes. You never know. So just always keep the your notifications on because you never know we're gonna pop up live. Give you a show or two, maybe even an hour one day.
Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We
be reading your comments.
Speaking of, here's the thing is like sometimes, you know what, guys, and I was just using this as a segue into that first story. Sometimes, you know, like microphones are too cheap. People can talk too long on the internet and reveal a little about themselves that hacks a lot of other people off. I want to play for you guys a little clip. Akon just went on Justin LaBois' podcast, and as Akon likes to do, he's talking about monogamy. So I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to get y'all's opinions on it.
You believe in polygamy, right?
I believe in, I can say that.
So can a woman have multiple partners or just you?
Absolutely not. No, it's not. It's not. Respectfully, it doesn't work that way. Like I think sometimes only in America they kind of get it twisted where women feel like they're equal to a man, and you can kind of compare the two. You really can't, because I'm gonna tell you one thing that changes the game. A woman can only have one baby a year. A man can have 1,000. We can have 1,000 babies in 1 year. A woman can only have one. There's a reason for that. Men are natural. Like, we are supposed to populate. That's our purpose and role in life. That's nature.
You believe in polygamy, right?
All right, Claudia, you heard the man. What goes through your mind when you hear a guy out here talking like this?
I'm so sick of this crap. I'm just so sick of it. Like all this, I'm just so over it. Like, I think real masculinity is being a provider and a partner for your woman and elevating her and being there for her. Like, you don't think about the psychological damage that they do to women when you feel discarded, like you're just good for your womb. And when they reduce it to like biology when it comes to just like childbearing, it kind of just gives me a feeling you just look at women as a means to an end to extending your bloodline. And that's it. Like, not a partner, not your equal, not a mate, not your lover, not your woman. And when I hear it said like that, it makes me not regret all the movies I did where I'm shooting kids. I want to shoot more men in the movie. And why I never had kids and why like I have not really prioritized marriage. I'd hate to get stuck in a situation like this. And there's a lot of men that are growing with this sentiment, especially with the podcast equipment, like you said, being so cheap.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is, I don't want to say generational, but like, you know, there's certain countries that teach men to think a certain way. Like, you know, you think of some of those Middle Eastern countries where like they didn't let women drive for a long time, you know, all the things. And, you know, sometimes it's just how you're brought up. It affects your worldview. And then when you're given a microphone to say that in evolving times and places, it don't necessarily bode as well for everybody. You know what I'm saying? He do sound a little crazy, and I'm also glad he got those black ramen noodles off the top of his head. Remember when he took that trip to, I think, Turkey, and he came back, and it was just like, yo, fam, what's happening?
Yo, we could talk about that one later this week. I was watching this podcast, and look, we might try to roll out a couple Akon clips because he touches on that. He talks about like how he went to get this hair transplant. It didn't work. One of the things that he gets to talking about, I mean, it's like crazy. Like, y'all ever watch like animal documentaries or whatever? Like in the animal kingdom, a lot of times you will see that. You will see like a male animal, whether it be, I don't know, like a lion or a bee or whatever, and they might have multiple females that they're trying to have things go down. But a lot of times in the animal world, it's the females running that culture, like the lionesses run the pride, not the lion. You know, that's a misconception. And so sometimes I wonder, it's like, where are you getting this, bro? And are you even really happy in life?
And you pick and choose when you want to take the lead from the animals, because there's certain animals, like let's just take the black widow spider or the praying mantis. I believe they bite the head off their men after they get the kids. So it's like, oh, I get the nut and then bye for you. So you want to start, copying, mimicking the animal kingdom? I have some other animals that I would like to mimic. I think I'm in the spirit of a praying mantis. So yeah, come give me that, and then I'm biting your head off.
Yo, but do they do that after a good performance or a bad performance or all performances?
I think all of it. Like
I think all of them.
It's like there's no use for you afterwards. Kind of like how Akon's basically saying about women. Like basically they're just there to help you reproduce, not about you caring about that woman's soul and her. Like women actually, hey, newsflash, fellas, women have feelings too, and we don't like you sharing you with others, just like you don't like sharing us. It's the same thing.
My man literally out here like, hold this for me. Do you feel like animals cheat on other animals? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never heard you don't hear about like a male lion cheating on his lioness. And if so, like, is he afraid of like getting jumped by multiple lionesses while he's down there in the Serengeti at the watering spot?
So I had two cats, like two female cats and one male, and one of the females was fixed and the other one wasn't, right? So when I brought like my boy cat and the older cat were like husband and wife. Kissing on each other, cuddling. They never had sex. They was always just like loving on each other, kissing. But then I brought the unfixed female in, the young one in. The cat was cheating on the other cat with the kitten and was all up on her back, even though he was shooting blanks. And I watched the dynamic in the animal world. The cat was not happy. The side chick was happy, but the main one wasn't. So they have feelings too, y'all.
Yo, I watched this documentary in the bee kingdom, right? It's like the queen runs the whole hive. And did you know that like most bees, like I would bet every single bee you've ever seen is actually a female bee. And there's only like 2 or 3 male bees born like every single year. And that male bee knocks up the queen so that she can have more eggs. And then like a couple weeks later, the rest of the female bees are like, nah, get out of this hive. And they either kill him or they kick him out.
Well, if these podcasts keep going like this, it's going to happen in the human world because I'm sick of it. Like you guys, not you guys, but these men have managed to totally dry up the vaginas of women all across the world. Every girl I know is like, I'm over it. Like no one wants to deal with that. Yeah. And Akon, you got a belly now too.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta try to fit in this David story because this one's crazy.
All right, let's get into this. Singer David, whose legal name is David Burke, has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of 14-year-old. Why you messing with a 14-year-old? Felice Rivers Hernandez. Now, authorities say her decomposed and dismembered body was found in September 2025 inside a Tesla linked to Burke that had been abandoned and later towed. And this wasn't something that just happened overnight.
Yeah, so prosecutors allege that this case goes back to 2023 when the two were in a relationship that reportedly began when she was 13 years old. They also claim that the motive was tied to protecting his career, saying she had become a threat to his public image.
So obviously, just to check out our boxes here, he did plead not guilty to the charges, and his legal team says that he's innocent and that evidence is going to support that.
Meanwhile, the case itself has drawn a lot of attention, not just because of who he is, but because how serious the allegations are. Now, prosecutors are also pursuing additional charges, including allegations involving a minor and handling of remains.
Wow. Yeah, now there's a whole lot going on that's going to play out in court, but at this point, the focus is on the legal process and justice for the victim and her family. And I was just shocked that they waited so long. And I know you got to make sure you have an ironclad case to hold somebody, but my man could have been a flight risk a long time ago. You know what I mean? He was still doing shows when the story broke. Yeah. Like almost damn near a month into that.
This is like the most ridiculous investigation in all times. Like, duh. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Duh. Like, we're really like, we're not sure who the suspect is, really.
Everything about it, like...
The song he made, he's playing in our faces.
The song and the lyrics about like how he hated her or whatever and how he like thought about killing her. And then I'm sorry, she's underage. She's a child. Sometimes people talk about like, oh, underage girls or young women, children.
Yep.
Children. She is a child.
I need that. Great point, Tanner. I'm sick of that underage woman. It's not underage woman.
She's a child. And like, there's a part of me that's like, yo, bro, and I don't know, I don't imagine there's a lot of young men watching this show, a lot of young guys in their late teens, early 20s or whatever, into the 30s or whatnot. But if you got a friend and he is out here dating a child, you need to straighten him out. You need to have that conversation, or you need to get that friend out of your life, because that's not a good person.
Yeah, and I'm sick of just like one person going to trial for a lot of these things. Like, when you look at the R. Kelly situation, you look at the Diddy situation. It was literally one guy on trial, but there are people around who are complacent, who allowed these things to happen, who helped cover the situation up. And I don't think David was the lone wolf in this whole situation. There were people who aided and abetted him into the BS that he was about. You know what I mean? And like, he has some bops, but this is one situation where I can't necessarily put the art and the real life stuff aside.
Yeah.
Look at the Epstein trial cases. The only person arrested was a woman. The only person that served time is a woman.
Woo!
None of the men. And then the Trump administration's like, no one's gonna go to jail over this. Wait, what? So
they just dropped. We don't have time to get into all this. We're gonna start doing like a little political minute, because I know Claudia's fired up on it. You know that they fired the labor secretary, who was a woman.
Yo, mad women been getting fired. Who was the chick from like last week? And there's somebody else like the
Pam Bondi.
Yep, Pam Bondi.
Yeah.
Well, she deserved it. She was trash.
Yeah, it was about time.
Shout out to Palm Beach Pete.
What do you guys think? I mean, here's the thing, is like this story, it's one of those things, like we were talking about the Diddy case was coming so long when after they arrested him. This David story, I think, is going to get worse because the details are going to come out. And I'm sorry, for a child to wind up in an adult's, the trunk of their car, some extraordinarily bad things have happened that are very, very, very dark. And I mean,
Where's
I'm not.
your mother? Where's your mother? Why were you hanging out with a grown man? My mother
Apparently,
was wear eyeliner.
Apparently, she had a weird like thing with her family, and
I'm sure she
they
did.
weren't really plugged in. But if I could put my psychic hat on for a second, this is all I got.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
David gonna unplug his own controller.
Oh, you think?
Oh, definitely. Like, you can't be the guy that you are, right? And like have all the things that you have, and like and just this the rest of your life. He's gonna unplug. He's gonna unplug his own controller.
Can we put bets on this? Because I'm a betting.
Yeah, can Kashi sponsor the bets? Kashi, if
Wow.
y'all let's lock in.
Before April 2027, I'm gonna put my bid in for that.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay. Well, this is perhaps the darkest side dish segue, but we're going to unplug and go to a little commercial break. We're going to see you guys here in 2 minutes. Technically.
Wow, head crack. You really do a great job with that. Like you kill that.
It literally keeps me up at night.
HK got that infinite creativity.
Appreciate y'all, man. You know, and I be trying to love on the people in the chat too, man. Cause like, yo, listen, we can't do the show without y'all, and I know it's like a moving shell game as to like, you know, how to like be a part of it, man. But we trying to involve y'all as much as we can, cause we love y'all like that for real.
They're really mad that we're 30 minutes though.
I know. I'm really mad that we can't afford to be an hour. I know.
Listen, y'all, we are doing this ourselves. We are producing ourselves. Everything is out of pocket for us, you guys. If you want to support the show, blow the show up, and then we can give y'all more. We want that. We would like to go on tour. We like to do live versions of the show in person in your hometowns, but we can't. We don't have financially. We don't have corporate backing, so it's all on us. So we do what we can.
Yeah, doing every little bit of it. All right, so this is a story that's kind of been going viral, but just in like the last couple days, it's a little complicated. I'm about to play a clip from a creator who's going to give it some context, but basically, Vogue online was doing this article about some new hairstyles. And then they showed a woman, a photo of a famous woman, and we're going to get in that here in a second. And they showed her hairstyle, which is something that all of us would immediately recognize what her beautiful hairstyle is. Okay. And they called it something different. And that's where they really put their foot in the mess. I'm going to play this clip here. This is from creator Rashanda Lias.
Hey, real quick, before it even gets legs, before it even gets off the ground, look at me when I say this, okay? This is not a cloud bob. We're not referring to it as a cloud bob. It's 2026, and we're going to stop Christopher Columbus singing black people's hairstyles. Do you hear me? This is Tracy Ellis Ross, and this is an afro, okay? Just like these are cornrows. These are not Viking braids. These are not boxer braids. These are cornrows. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, this Vogue article that came out labeling this hairstyle as a cloud bob is absolutely wild.
Absolutely wild. So Vogue, for their part, what has happened, which makes it a little tricky if you try to track this down, is people got on Vogue real hard and they pulled it down. They left some of the other hairstyles up. There might be a photo of Tracy Ellis Ross up, but them referring to it as a cloud bob is not there anymore. And I'm just like, how are you making this mistake in the year of our Lord 2026?
The reason why they're making these mistakes and companies continue to disrespect our culture is because they refuse to have people of the culture on their boards, as editors in chief, and they have people who have no freaking idea what they're talking about and have no ties to the culture, making these comments and writing these stories. Just like these ad agencies, we make these stupid commercials. Like, did you not have any safeguards? You have to have diversity on the boards.
And I can understand if like they felt like it looked like Sideshow Bob's hair, which it does not. It does have a curly texture, but no, you can't re-gentrify something that already has been established for all this time. That is the afro, and it'll forever be the afro. And the cornrows will be cornrows and not Viking braids.
Viking braids is crazy because actually I do love some of the styles from the Vikings. When I watched that show on Netflix during COVID, I love some of the very cool. They have very cool hairstyles which are different.
Yeah,
and they should get their own love and their own attention. But again, you know, these idiots that think diversity is a horrible word or horrible thing. This is what makes things great. I think black people would look crazy if we spoke on white culture and their, you know, things in the culture without having someone from the brand, from the culture on the board. It's just disrespectful.
Well, what if we did a trade? Like similar to the way they did the draft. Like, you know, like, all right, so for the long time, like, because I think the bob cut, I think it started with the monks, right? Because they kind of had that bowl thing, but then we kind of took it as what if we rebranded it as the berry bob?
The berry bob?
Yeah, because like Holly Berry had a bob and some movie. I can't remember if it was Woo.
The black version?
Strictly Viz. Yeah, the berry bob. Yeah.
And then the white version can be called the Billy Bob.
Fair.
Yo, that's hilarious.
What do we call the mullet?
The skillet.
I've never seen. I don't know that I've seen. I don't know that I've seen a black person rocking a mullet. Like, have you seen a black
I have.
person?
This dude who won like the power slap competition, but he didn't look like no regular dude, man. Like he was a black dude, but he had like the Wyatt Earp handlebar mustache, high top fade, and he had like not a South Dallas shag, but like he did have like
South Dallas
a hair mullet. It was ill. It was ill, but he's a unique dude. He's one of one, truly.
Tiana Taylor has played around with it too. Tiana Taylor has played around with the mullet. She's had good
mullet.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, and here's my thing is like I think we would typically associate the mullet with my cousins from a certain region of the country, but I would argue that the mullet is not a cultural hairstyle. Like the woman in Rashen Elias is in her full video, she gets to talk about how black hair defies gravity. It grows up and out. And like that's the thing is that is a cultural thing that is unique. That is unique to your cousins. My hair doesn't do that. My cousin's hair doesn't do that. And so it's like, I don't know. I just find like it's crazy disrespectful to like relabel that. It would be like one thing. It's like anybody could rock a mullet. Mr. T had a mullet. All right.
No, that's a mohawk, sir.
Well, he had the mohawk. I wonder if he had a mullet at one point in time, but it's just like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like the mullet is not a product of explicitly white hair.
I think it is, and I think it's okay for you to claim it. I think you should be proud of your mullet heritage, Tanner. I think you're being very respectful and kind to us and generous, and it's okay. There's certain things we can't hijack. We can't claim everything. You guys, you better own that mullet. And if we use it, we will put a spin on it and call it, this, like I said, the skillet, the black skillet.
The skillet.
Well, I refer to the do-rag cape as the black mullet. You know how like when you let the little tail, we let the tail hang out.
What credit is due, and y'all have come up with something.
Yo, now it does make me think. One time I went back to my home. I'm gonna tell this story real quick, and then we gotta move on. I went back to my hometown, and I'll never forget. I saw like two little white kids, and they were in a Walmart, and these two little boys had matching mullets, which matched with their dad's mullet, and I never thought about a do-rag being a black mullet. That's crazy.
Well, yo, man, listen, look, let your calendars and your clock. It is Tuesday, so we had to bring back a classic for you guys. It is Tubi Tuesday.
Make some extra, so I got one for you. Now clean this shit up and get the fuck out of my face. Move!
Why are you yelling at him?
Mind your business, bitch. Ain't no bitch selling shit gonna come in my house and questioning me.
Josiah, go to your room. Well, for the looks of the floor, she looks a little unappreciative. Bitch, if you hit me, it's gonna take more than an army to get me out of here. Not tonight, mama. Go take your high ass on somewhere.
Oh, I see you smelling yourself, huh?
No, bitch, I'm smelling you.
Get the fuck out my house, you gutter snake hoe.
And then who gonna pay the bills? Cause you ain't working. And you ain't gonna do nothing to shoot up that little welfare check. But let me tell you something. Soon, I will be leaving. And soon Josiah is going to college. And you're gonna be in this miserable ass dump all by yourself.
Joanna was known to talk back, but this was a different side of her. She was pissed.
You're dead tonight. I'm gonna shoot your ass. I'm gonna shoot your ass dead. I brought your ass in this world. I'll take your whole ass out. No chick gonna come in my house and put his hands on me. I'm the pimp. You the motherfucking hoe.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
That's some good Tubi acting right there. Listen,
Yeah,
I believe
quality.
both of them.
I somewhat believe both of them. I also feel like one was the inspiration for Tokyo Tony's speech towards Black China. We talked about it on the show. That's from a Tubi original series called Coming Out. It's a drama focusing on coming out in the Black community. It stars Jordan Dion Stafford. You also got Alonzo Frizon and Miss Jasmine Sargent as Melissa. So that's available on Tubi right now. You can go check that out.
A whole series. That's wild.
Yeah, man,
all right, we got to take
a
lot more where that came from. We got to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll see y'all in 2. Loving it.
Amazing graphics as always. All right, y'all.
Well, it's time to play that game we play. Whose cousin is it? Okay, so this dude in California, he's 28 years old. He was buying Lego sets, and we're talking the valuable types, and he was taking the big pieces out and replacing them with pasta.
All right, pasta, that's crazy.
Now, not even some random pasta. He did match the weight and the sound of the pieces, then returned the box just to get that refund.
Oh my gosh! Wait, this was not a one-time thing.
This Scandinavian did it over 70 times.
So he had a system.
Oh, totally. $34,000 worth of merchandise, all swapped out for noodles.
Honestly, this is Chef Boyardee impressive.
Do not encourage him, Tanner.
This is great.
You can do it. Now, police finally caught him, charged him with grand theft, and they even made a joke about it being cooked al dente. So, you know the vibe. Whose cousin do you think this is?
Legos has been getting a resurgence and attention lately.
Shout out to Iran.
Like, when I tell you that they are the most accurate news in the world, like BBC, Al Jazeera, all that. No, it's the Lego video giving us all the information. It's like, I love anything like that's related to this now. I'm fascinated by this company. And
I'm just sitting here thinking about some guy, right? Some dude, and he's like shaking a box of Lego. He's just trying to get free Legos, which number one is crazy because Legos, I mean, yeah, they're a little expensive, but also like you're buying crazy expensive Legos and then swapping it out with pasta. Like,
yo,
that's crazy.
And I respect a good joke. And when I was reading the details, I was like, yo, like, because it does make that sound, you know, especially if you get the right type of noodles. Like, man,
yeah,
I respect a good crime. He really
that's
thought this
hilarious.
one
we
through.
seal the boxes so you can't, like, you would never just open the box and just look. So when, when they put it back on the shelf and someone else bought them, they got a box of pasta instead of Lego pieces. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
a lot
that's
of people
hilarious.
are leaning on the Tanner's cousin side of it.
Yeah.
Legos are universal.
That's true.
And I'm gonna go with our cousin on this one. Me and Claudia's cousin.
You going to your cousin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go other cousin. This feels like it could be my cousin, but it's just like it ain't. It's been my cousin a couple times recently, I think.
This gives me Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah,
but now, yeah, the Asiatics. I feel like sit there and to take the time and to weigh it up. But then again, we are good with the scales as well.
So we don't eyeball the work. We weigh it out. As we do it this time, let's move that van.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Damn,
Jarrell.
Very ambiguous cousin, but Jarrell, that definitely is us. You don't know no white Jarrells, you don't know no Asian Jarrells. Even though Superman was the son of Jarrell, that was
Hey, was Superman biracial?
Yo, Superman's original name is Kal-El.
Kal-El, son of Jarrell. Like, yo, they definitely had some black names on Krypton.
Was Superman hijacked from the community, much like Jesus was, and we're made to believe it's a white man with blue eyes? I think we could do a deeper dive into this.
We almost got him back. They was trying to make Michael B. Jordan Superman. They was trying to do it.
My gosh. This is... Yo, I never thought about Superman being the son of Jarrell.
You know, we need to do an episode or a segment on that. Like, we gotta, because there's certain names that just white people just are not naming their kids. Like, again, Tanner, your mother, definitely biracial.
Sheldonna? Yeah.
Come on.
Like my stepmom named Donna. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, yo, like, but your mom's name is blacker somehow. That's wild.
Okay, Kat, and you guys know any white Lamonts?
None. Not Nan one.
I don't know. Yeah.
White Keishas?
No white Jerome.
I know
either.
white Keisha. I went to high school with a white Keisha.
White Keisha?
You sure that wasn't Kesha?
I also went to school with a white Chantel. That's a fact.
What?
Wow.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Her mom had one of those customer service haircuts, those bob, didn't she? Like, shaved on one side.
Let me speak to the manager cut.
Her mom might have had the cloud bob. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yo, man, we got to skedaddle though, man. Hugs and love to everybody in the chat. We're going to rinse, repeat, and do it again. And like, subscribe. It's still important, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
See you guys later.